Most iconic moment in hip hop for me, I wasn't alive for it, but like looking back, I think it was Run DMC's performance at Madison Square Gardens. It was in like the late 80s. I want to say like 1988, but that might be wrong. Basically, the story behind it was that like Run DMC was set to play at Madison Square Gardens, and the New York Times, which was probably the most left-leaning mainstream newspaper in America at the time, was basically would refuse to report on it because they were, you know, the connotations of violence and, you know, all of these things that come with hip hop. They refused to report that Run DMC were going to be the first hip hop group to headline Madison Square Gardens, despite literally zero media coverage. Madison Square Gardens sold out. There's this great moment, you can probably find it online. New York Times actually released their archive of pictures because they sent a photographer to the show, but they never published it. They issued an apology 30 years later, and the pictures, and there's some great pictures of like Run DMC with their Adidas shoes in the air, and then the whole crowd is just everyone with their Adidas shoes while performing the song by Adidas, with their holding their shoes in the air as well. So I think just pretty iconic, pretty trailblazing. Yeah, and if you look at the pics, they're just fantastic.